Welcome back to another video and another day on the bus build. Today I'm super excited because we had a bit of a shipment come in. We've got all this wood right here, and what that wood is eventually going to become is side wood and a table. So today's goal for me, along with a bunch of other stuff of course, is going to be putting the side table on the side of the bus, getting the brackets welded in. So we've got some welding to do on the inside, we've got some woodwork to do on the outside, and we've also got a storm coming. So we're just gonna go with the flow, see what happens, but I'm gonna get that table going. Dale's gonna start helping Luke get the deck brackets put together. That's right, I just said deck brackets. Deck brackets. Brackets for the deck. Let's get going. So here's some of the things that I have to think through when I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this on this school bus. So I got to figure out how high I want it to be in terms of like height here, but I'm going to be putting side wood here and then the table will go below it. So essentially the height of the table and the height of the wood is going to give me the distance out. That will definitely make more sense as we continue to build it. And let's go take a look at the green bus so I can show you what it looks like finished. So the big bus is obviously bigger, so it's gonna be also higher off the ground. But this bench is about my waist height, and I'm about 5'10", just in case anyone's wondering. So this is about waist height, but as you can see, the distance out needs to match the distance that's actually gonna end up latching. So that's what we gotta figure out right now for the little bus. Then we can start welding in the brackets to support it and actually start building the tables. I got the brackets completely welded in at this point. We're just gonna check in to see what Luke is doing. Luke, how's it going here?
We got a stuck bit.
Oh. Well, what Luke is doing is, a few weeks ago, I got these brackets welded up for the rooftop deck, which will be a slow process over the next few weeks, but Luke's drilling out the 1/2-inch holes so that we can get them mounted on the roof. And he's using this awesome penetrating oil.
I was making lunch.
Oh, we're making lunch, sorry. All right, we got all of our brackets welded on the inside here that you can see right on there. So now what we have to do is we have to transfer those measurements to the outside for our height. So what we measured out is that we're gonna go 19.5 inches from here down, which is gonna give us about a 36 to 37 inch bar height right about here. So the table, due to these measurements, is gonna end up being 18 inches deep from the bus, and then it's gonna flip up and lock up into a top piece of wood just like the other bus. So, I mean, 18.5 inches, and then it's gonna be about 42 inches long. So, you know, it's not as big as the other table. The one on Navi's 2 foot, but you know, I can't really complain about like an outside countertop that's 4 foot by 18 inches. Sounds good to me. Let's build it. Past that corner. Now that the wood table is cut and ready for stain, we're gonna leave that project to later because we can always stain at night, and during the day we can work outside. So Luke got the light bar put in, which you probably saw in some B-roll clips. I'll put one up on the screen right now. But if you notice, the bar that holds this on went straight through the middle of the light bar, and then the light bar hole doesn't exactly go in the best location. So if you come into the bus, the light bar hole ends up being right here, and we really would rather it be here. So we're gonna move it and re-weld a hole. And then what we're also gonna do is we're gonna take this bar off. We grinded it to the right length. We're gonna re-crush the bottom to re-get the eyelet. It kind of stinks to be welding again after we painted, but you know, we got to make one of these and do that. So we're gonna get that done, get the light bar in, and make it look right, because when it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. We just did the rod, hammered it down. I think I'm gonna give it a couple more. It's not exactly.
Is that the new Craftsman workbench?
Yeah, this is, so if you guys are interested in this workbench, you can pick it up at any Home Depot, or you can just go in the backyard and cut a tree down. I suggest just cutting a tree down. All right, we gotta switch bits. Speed bit, you know, I'm not ready for NASCAR yet, but we're getting there. Hey, you know what the best part about this workbench is? Is that once you're done, you can take a log, put it on here, grab an axe, and then split some wood.
All right, lumberjack.
All right, there it is, right there. Marker, I got it. I had the marker the whole time. Is that straight, Dale, right? All done, but at this point, I think we should weld those 2 holes up, move the hole that we drilled before for the wire, then we're pretty much like good to go.
We were done painting.
We were, and then I decided that I wanted to take the extra effort and move the mirror bar, so I re-welded a hole, and then I have to paint it now. Drilling, welding, adjusting, changing, and everything. I got this bar moved. The bar used to be about right here, so it kind of intercepted where the light bar was. Luke, who is like Mr. like off-roading expert here, he is trying to get some jumper wires so that we can power up the light bar and see what it looks like now. And then of course the sun is going down, which means when the sun goes down, we are definitely going to be testing it again. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with the final result. I think it was worth the effort to move this bar. Let's get some wiring up and then wait for this guy to disappear. I know that you can barely see me right now, but we just turned on the lights. We got the FJ in the bus. I think that's gonna be bright enough. Like, I literally think that that's gonna be bright enough. It's kind of hard to show up on camera, but yeah, that's gonna be fine for boondocking. I think we're gonna be real fine for boondocking. Moving forward with the different projects on the bus, now that we've got a pretty blue sky day, hopefully it sticks for the rest of the day, not too sure with the weather that's coming in. Pretty much we're gonna be getting all this wood stained and on the bus, start putting some windows in, and this is pretty much gonna be starting very quickly to be wrapping up the outside and start getting some inside stuff, because I mean really it's windows, paint the roof, put some wood on the exterior, and we're pretty much waterproofed at that point, and we can start putting wood on the inside. So Luke's gonna get staining, I'm gonna get up on the roof, and we're gonna get this day started. We officially have the side wood clamped up here, so we got it straight, we got it exactly where we want it. So now what we're gonna be doing is measuring out and drilling in our holes to actually mount the piece of wood to the side of the bus, and then it's gonna go in pretty quick. We need to get this piece in first because this piece will end up being the latch system for our side table, So this has to go in first, then we can mount the table and build it. So you know, step 1, step 2, and then we're done. So let's get to it.
Why is Dale making fun of you?
So Dale's making fun of me because I wanted to paint the heads of the carriage bolts for the wood getting mounted. And I didn't want to get like overspray all over the threads because it makes it harder to get the nuts on. So I like, you know, nicely kind of tried to tuck them under this thing and just spray the heads. But Dale's like, what you doing? Putting your bolts to bed? And yeah, I am.
Whatever makes you happy.
So if you guys think that I get excited, this guy is excited. He gets to stain all the side wood, and he's an excited guy. I think there's too much enthusiasm around here. We should probably cool it off a little bit. So while you watch a really awesome time lapse of him staining all the wood, I'm gonna start marking out the exterior lights. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna center it on the first window, third window, and last window. 3 lights on this side, mark them out on that bottom blue line that you see right there, and get all those marked out so we can get them installed. I only have 2 actually that came in. Shipments got delayed, so I'm waiting on some other ones, but doesn't mean we can't mark them out and get moving. So we're gonna keep going. Look at this guy. He's just sitting here just in his happy place. Oh man. Look at that color. Is it like one of those things where we should just bring it over to the bus just to look at it real quick? Luke, yeehaw. Do you want to show everyone? Do you want to show everyone what you just did? Oh man.
That's pretty.
You did good. That's such a clean stain too.
This color, all of it matches.
I know. Hey, that's why we put so much work into like picking 5 different colors.
Yeah.
Now just imagine, it also goes down the edge, and oh man. Oh man.
That's a navigation nowhere bus.
Well, all the upper lighting is in, and at this point we're moving on to the next task, and that next task is Luke just finished staining most of the wood that we have ready to go. So we've got some wood right there, some here, and that's gonna be the side wood that's going on the bus, which pretty much means, that's right, it's going on the bus. We're gonna mount it because we're ready to. So, hey Luke,
Yeah.
It's time. Yeah, it's time. We are racing towards the end of the exterior tasks with the second piece of wood finally came in from the store, so we can now put the side wood down this side. I've got all the marker lights in at this point. We're missing one. Shipments got delayed. I mean, I can't help it, but we've got one more we need. It's coming in about 2 days, and then the side table needs to go in, windows go in, and like I said, we're just racing towards the finish line of trying to get the outside of the bus done. Now that Luke has the piece of wood stained over there ready to go on the side of the bus, we decided before it starts raining, let's try to get these windows in. And to reseal these windows, we're pretty much gonna put them back in the exact same way that we took them out. They fall in from the inside, so we're gonna put them in from the inside. The only difference is I'm adding this gasket material at the top to fill in a gap, because previously there was a piece of metal there that I removed, and now to replace it, I'm just using a gasket material, just simple window gasket material you can get at any Home Depot. We're gonna slide them back in, caulk the edges, and they actually go in really quick and really easy. So the hope is we got enough time to get them in before the rain. So I know you've been waiting for this for a while.
They're better.
Remember that time that we were gonna put the windows in and then it absolutely started pouring rain and destroyed the caulk and we had to stop? I think we're gonna put that on the list for tomorrow. But what we can do today, we have a quick break in the clouds. Storm's definitely coming back, so we're not gonna go back to windows. We're gonna build the side table for the school bus. We already have it stained and pre-cut, so now we just have to pretty much build it and bring it over and test fit it on the bus. So I think we have like 30 minutes before the rain comes back, so we're gonna try to get this done real quick and see if we can make it fit.
All by myself. Taking a shower there, Mike?
No. I was just thinking how much I just want to go lay under the bus because it's actually dry under there.
Why does that look so familiar?
Because I did it on the other bus. Due to the rain, we are not able to put the table in, so this is the best we're gonna get right now in terms of visuals, but I think you can get the idea of what it's gonna look like. It is pretty exciting, but it's gonna have to get put in just another video or just, you know, on the off time. But this table is looking awesome, it's going in, and my dad just told me, he just walked by, but apparently there's about, you know, rain a quarter mile away, so it's on its way. We're gonna be rained out again. But we got the wood on this side. We're trying to get it in super quick before it really starts raining. But that's pretty much gonna be as far as we get. So we got the side wood in, front light bars in, all the exterior lighting, tables built, windows are going back in once the rain stops. We have all the parts for it. So we are going straight through, buttoning this thing up, which is awesome to see. So guess we're pretty much gonna be moving on to the inside, which I am super excited to share and get into. But for now, this is gonna be the video. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.